Kip Show, and today we will be talking about violence and how it affects its victims. Do you think that past violent history in the UCSB shooter's life led him to do what he did in IV?
Yes, it did, because probably in his past he probably got bullied, or he probably got hurt or molested by his parents or something. Any kind of physical or mental breakdowns could
maybe rejection?
Yeah, rejection's definitely on his past, and it could have totally affected what his...
Hello? I think I'm getting a phone call home. That means it's time to take a break! Look, do you want to be in or not?
I do. What do I need to do?
See right there?
Yeah.
Gone.
I'll do it.
Take him out.
I can do
Take
anything.
him out.
I'll do anything to gain my power.
Okay, you game?
Good.
Game.
We need to talk.
About?
I am sick of killing innocent people.
You're the one who made the commitment.
I didn't know I would commit to kill innocent people. It's your turn. You need to get the blood on your hands, not mine.
Well, what you're talking about is very broad. So to me, there are two kinds of war. If we start with war, there's only two kinds of war. War to steal someone else's land and war to protect your land. So if you're stealing, obviously it's wrong. If you're protecting, obviously it's right. Now there's also intrigue like assassinations. We've seen the U.S. do that around the world to get better governments in place. That's wrong because that's not democratic. Anything that's not democratic, I got questions about. So coup d'etat, violent, undemocratic. Revolution, democratic, I'm with it.
That's really difficult because we have the Hitlers of the world that don't seem to know any other language. And at that point, I think the violence to the one individual is worth it because you're saving so many other people. That's a very hard decision to make, and who gets to make that? And what is really fair in the end? I think it's very difficult to make a decision.
I feel violence isn't good in any manner, and to gain power, you have to deserve it, and violence, you don't deserve it. So, obviously, no. You should not use violence to gain power.
What are your thoughts on people using violence to gain control and power?
That is the most vague, poorly worded question I have ever heard in my entire life. I could not answer that question unless I was in a Miss America pageant. World Tiger. Okay, bye.
Why are we enemies? Why can't we be friends again?
Because of this war.
I'm sick of this war. I want to be comrades again, like the old times.
You want to be friends again?
Yes.
We must throw away these guns and this uniform, and we can be friends again like Kat and Albert.
Exactly.
I feel like everyone hates me. I feel like I just need to cry. I feel like I'm trapped in my own mind. I don't even know what to do.
My personal opinion is verbal because it leaves long-term emotional scars.
Verbal violence, because in physical violence people get hurt. Also because physical violence, it's like fighting fire with fire and nobody wins.
I think that verbal or emotional abuse is by far the worst. It has the most lasting effects because it can become part of someone's psyche in their belief about themselves versus physical, which I feel someone can overcome over time.
Hi, welcome back to the Kip and Grant Show. Today we have a special guest. Her name is Jasmine. Jasmine, why don't you come on out? We're going to be talking with you a little bit today about domestic violence and your experience firsthand with it. So go ahead and tell us about it.
I've just always come from a broken home. My parents never showed me any affection or love, and I've just always desired someone to just show me that they cared. And
they've always just been very aggressive and just beaten me, and it's broken me mentally and physically, and it's just, I mean,
Well, why don't we talk about a little bit more on the, sorry to interrupt you, but a little bit more on the actual mental side and what that's done for you and what it's prohibited you from doing.
I've always been insecure. It's caused me to like just have no confidence in myself, and I've just been scared to meet new people, and it's made me like very shy and timid, and I'm very scared to be alone. And
so do you say that you isolate yourself a little bit?
I do, and it's not a good thing. I've also, to come out of this phase, I've created a foundation that's helped girls in homes like mine, and
it's great. Yeah.
So I'd like to show you a couple of the clips from my video.
Absolutely.
Or from my foundation.
Definitely.
Let's get to it.
Let's go. Take a break. Let's go see some more.
Well, now we don't have to film the sexual violence one.
We could put this in.
Poncha.
Sit down right now.
Big Ben, what is your point of view on domestic violence in households?
I think it's a big problem that we have, and we should be working harder to fix it by having people that you can talk to and places you can go to, like, relieve your stress if you do have domestic violence at home. So it would be a lot easier to go through and talk to people if you have a set up place and they know about it. Like, it's not only to have it, but you gotta show it to everybody so they know that they can go there.
Thank you. Thank you.
I think domestic violence is unacceptable, and I think that it just causes more problems, especially at home, and it pretty much just breaks families.
Mr. Hankton, what is your point of view on domestic violence?
Well, I think that domestic violence is wrong. I think any abuse of your spouse, abuse of your kids, abuse of period, I think that people should be punished. So, going to jail time, whatever the process is.
I, Macbeth, declare that we shall go take over Macduff's castle. I want to seize his power and take over everything he has. Let's go do it. Yeah! Woo!
Get in there.
Violence could be so long lasting that it's very impactful on the victim, but then so can verbal. But then also some verbal violence or violent type threats could be very small and don't last very long on the victim. So I think it depends on what kind of violence or what degree of violence.
Do I think violence solves problems in the home? I would say no. No, I think that if it gets to that point where you feel like you might need to be violent, then that's probably time you guys need to seek counseling or some other intervention.
Physical violence and verbal violence have, can make a big impact on people's lives. There are many cases where physical violence can be more detrimental than verbal violence. If people's conflicts can be fixed with words or can be helped with words, I would much prefer to see that happen. In my own personal life, I've witnessed both on a regular basis, and it is really sad to be a part of. And hopefully people can be civil to try and work out conflicts.
Great commercials. I know the commercials were very violent, but it's for today's topic on the Kip and Grant Show. Right now, Grant is on his phone talking to someone, but he needs a break anyway. But right now, I feel like a Crunchwrap Supreme with a beefy 5-layer. Goodbye! My point of view on domestic violence is wrong. Because domestic violence is terrible. And you know what about domestic violence? In the book of House of Spirits. What's that guy's name in House of Spirits? House of
Please. No, stop eating that.
Oh God, Nacho, you're smelling. You step in another one?
4! No, wait, hold on. Let me get the shoe off and then I have to do that.
Oh my God. Yeah, we're gonna do this for video.
I'm so fancy.
Yeah. Oh, you're crazy.
Hold it. Do it. I-G-G-Y.
Oh my God.
Got that I-G-G-Y. Got my name and gold up his deck.
Jasmine, get out of my food!
Pick it up! Oh my God!
I will rip your weave out!
Cat fight!
Oh. No! Stop it.
Now we don't have to film the sexual violence one.
We can put this in.
Holy shit! I bet you wishing you could clutch that.
Oh my
That's just the way you like it, huh?
Why are we editing? What happened to our friendship?
It's because of this war.
I'm sick of this war. I want to be comrades again.
Friends?
Yeah.
We must throw away these guns and throw away this uniform.
Oh, that was so good.
That was good.
Throw away these guns. And I'll say we'll
throw away these guns.
I'll say we'll throw away these guns.
Throw away these guns and grenades.
Alright, so I got my wig and my scarf, and now you're ready for the day.
Oh my God. Kip, what are you doing? Well, number 1 or number 2?
Huh?
Are you taking a shit? Really?
No.
You're lying.
You just leave me alone.